You need to hear this if you're a man who cares about his mental health. Before we dive in, subscribe, like, and comment for more content on men's mental health. For every man out there putting in the work, grinding day in and day out, I see you. We're taught to be tough, to be providers, to be rocks for everyone else. But what happens when the rock starts to crack? I've been there. I've faced those demons in the quiet moments when the world is asleep, feeling that pressure build up inside with nowhere to go. We're told to just push through it, to man up. But here's the truth I've learned. Your mental health is a journey, a long road with ups and downs, not some finish line you cross one time. It's a continuous process of becoming, of healing, of getting stronger from the inside out. This isn't about being broken, it's about being human. This is for the young man just starting out, feeling the weight of the world on his shoulders. This is for the father trying to hold it all together for his family. This is for the athlete, the artist, the 9-to-5er, the warrior in the arena of life. No matter where you are on your path, whether you're in a deep valley or just feeling a little off, these truths are for you. We're going to talk about the things we don't talk about enough. We're going to get uncomfortable, because that's where growth happens. This is about building a new kind of strength, one that isn't afraid of the struggle. So lean in and listen up. This is more than just a video, it's an invitation to be honest with yourself and with the men around you. It's a call to action to redefine what it means to be strong. This is for every man who's ever struggled in silence. Let's break the stigma, together. Let's get to work. Let me tell you something I had to learn the hard way. For years, I thought being a man meant never showing a crack in the armor. It meant absorbing every hit, every setback, every bit of pain, and just standing tall. But that's not strength. That's just pressure building up. True strength, real power, is having the courage to admit when you're not okay. It's looking in the mirror and acknowledging the struggle, the hurt, the confusion. It's about being vulnerable. And I know that word, vulnerability, can sound scary. But it's the foundation of all connection, all growth, all real, authentic power. It's the anchor. Think about it. The heaviest weights we lift aren't in the gym. They're the ones we carry in our minds and on our hearts. Admitting that weight is heavy doesn't make you weak. It makes you aware. It makes you human. It gives you a starting point to begin the real work of getting stronger. Don't ever let anyone tell you that your feelings are a liability. They are your indicators, your internal compass. You're not less of a man for expressing pain. You're more of one for owning it. Own your truth, own your struggle, and you'll own your power. We grow up hearing it. Walk it off, shake it off, keep it to yourself. We learn to build walls of silence around our pain, thinking it keeps us safe. But silence isn't a fortress. It's a prison. It isolates you. It lets the darkness grow, unchecked, until it feels like it's consuming everything. Every doubt, every fear, every insecurity gets louder and louder in that echo chamber of one. That silence, that stoicism we're taught to value, can become a poison. It's the quiet killer that convinces you you're the only one, that no one would understand, that it's your burden to carry alone. But that's a lie. Your voice has power. The moment you speak your struggle, you begin to take its power away. You shine a light on it. You find out you're not the only one fighting that battle. The first step to dismantling that prison is to find the key, and that key is your voice. It might be to a friend, a family member, a therapist, a support group. It doesn't matter who, it just matters that you do. Break the silence before it breaks you. Your story deserves to be heard, not buried. So speak up, even if your voice shakes. I get it. We're all about the grind, the hustle. 2-a-days at the gym, 12-hour work days, always pushing for more. We wear burnout like a badge of honor. We celebrate sacrifice and exhaustion. But let me ask you this. What good is building an empire if your mind, the very kingdom you live in, is in ruins? We meticulously plan our workouts, our meals, our business strategies, but we leave our mental wellness to chance. We think rest is for the weak, and that taking a mental health day is a sign of laziness. That mindset will drive you straight into the ground. Your mind is your single greatest asset. It's the engine that drives the entire machine. If the engine overheats, the whole car stops. Prioritizing your mental health isn't selfish. It's essential maintenance. It's a responsibility you have to yourself, your family, and your goals. Rest is not laziness. It's strategic recovery. Setting boundaries is not weakness. It's wisdom. Taking time to decompress, to be still, to do something that fills your soul, that's not time off. That's time invested. Don't just hustle for your future, protect your present. There's this myth that a real man handles his own problems, that he stands on his own 2 feet and never asks for a hand. What a load of garbage. Think about it in any other context. If you want to get physically stronger, you hire a trainer. If you want to build a business, you assemble a team of experts. You seek out people who know more than you do to help you get where you want to go. Why, when it comes to the most complex and important part of us, our minds, do we think we have to go it alone? That's not strength, that's ego. And ego is the enemy of growth. Making that call, sending that text, booking that appointment with a therapist or a counselor, that takes more guts than pretending you have it all figured out. It's an act of ultimate courage and self-respect. It's you saying, I'm worthy of feeling better, and I'm smart enough to get the right person in my corner to help me do it. It's a strategic move. It's putting the best player on the field to help your team win. Real strength lies in knowing when to ask for help. It's the ultimate power move. For too long, we've been handed a very narrow, very rigid definition of what it means to be a man. It's a small, suffocating box. Be tough, don't cry, be aggressive, provide, compete, win. Anything outside of that box gets labeled as less than. But masculinity is not a monolith. It's not one size fits all. It's a wide, diverse spectrum. You can be a man who is sensitive and strong. You can be a man who is a fierce protector and also weeps at a beautiful piece of music. You can be a man who loves sports and also loves to cook or create art. Your identity is yours to define. It's time we break that box open and give ourselves permission to be our full, authentic selves. That includes the parts of us that need to heal. Redefining manhood means building a version that includes compassion, emotional intelligence, and vulnerability as pillars of strength, right alongside courage and resilience. It means understanding that taking care of your inner world doesn't diminish your masculinity, it deepens it. It makes it more real, more powerful, and more human. We're good at showing up for our friends when they need help moving a couch or when their team is playing. We're good at the surface level stuff, the shared silence, the easy banter. But how often do we really check in? How often do we push past the "I'm good, man" and ask, "No, really, how are you doing?" We see our friends, our brothers struggling, and we don't know what to say, so we say nothing. We let the silence hang in the air because it feels safer than getting into the messy reality of life. We have to do better. Your brothers need you. They need to know that someone sees them, that someone is willing to sit with them in the darkness without judgment. Brotherhood isn't just about having each other's backs in a fight. It's about having each other's hearts in the struggle. It's about creating a space where it's safe to be honest. Send that text. Make that call. Ask the uncomfortable question. Brotherhood is emotional availability, not just shared silence. Be the friend you wish you had on your darkest day. A simple, thinking of you, man. Here if you need to talk can be a lifeline. So, we hit the gym to train our bodies, right? We do the reps, we push through the burn, and we track our progress. We totally get that physical strength is built through consistent, disciplined effort over time. But honestly, we need to bring that exact same mindset, that same discipline, to our mental fitness. Your mind is a muscle too. If you don't train it, it gets weak. If you only ever expose it to stress and never give it recovery and strengthening exercises, well, it will break down, just like your body. So, what are your mental reps? It could be like 5 minutes of meditation or mindfulness each morning. Maybe it's journaling, to get your thoughts out of your head and onto paper. It could even be practicing gratitude, taking a walk in nature without your phone, or just setting firm boundaries around your time and energy. It's not about adding another huge task to your plate. It's really about integrating small, consistent practices into your routine that build mental resilience and clarity. Build your mind like you build your muscles. Dedicate time to it. Respect the process. The gains will change your life. Let's talk about trauma. It's a heavy word, and honestly, a lot of men think it doesn't apply to them unless they've been to war. But trauma comes in many forms. It can be from your childhood, a painful loss, a toxic relationship, a major failure, or, 100 other experiences that left a deep wound. We get really good at pretending those wounds aren't there. We build our lives on top of them, hoping if we ignore them, they'll just go away, but they don't, they fester. They impact how we see the world, how we react, and how we treat ourselves and others. Acknowledging your trauma is not about playing the victim. It's about identifying the source of the pain so you can finally begin to heal it. It's about understanding your own story. You may not have had a choice in what happened to you, but you do have a choice in what you do next. The path to recovery is your responsibility to walk. You may not be responsible for your trauma, but you're responsible for your healing. It's your power, your journey. It's taking the reins back and deciding that your past will not write the final chapter of your story. Anger. It's often the only emotion men are allowed to show. When we feel hurt, sad, scared, or ashamed, it all gets channeled into one acceptable output: anger. We bottle everything else up, pushing it down deeper and deeper until the pressure is immense. And then something small happens. Someone cuts you off in traffic, you get a frustrating email, and the whole thing blows. We explode. And that explosion can damage our relationships, our careers, and our own self-respect. It's a destructive cycle. But what if anger is just a messenger? What if it's a signal that other, deeper emotions are being ignored? The work is to look underneath the anger, to ask yourself, what am I really feeling right now? Is it disappointment? Is it fear? Is it grief? Learning to identify and express the full range of your emotions in a healthy way is a superpower. Talk about it, write about it, find a physical outlet, create something. Don't let it build up. Express before you explode. Giving your emotions a voice disarms them and integrates them, leading to real, lasting peace. In the depths of the struggle, the mind plays a powerful trick. It convinces you that you are completely and utterly alone in your pain. It whispers that no one on earth could possibly understand what you're going through. It builds an island of isolation and makes you its sole inhabitant. I'm here to tell you, from the bottom of my heart, that is the biggest lie your darkness will ever tell you. Look around. There are millions of us. Millions of brothers fighting silent battles just like you. We are all part of the same tribe, connected by our shared human experience of struggle and strength. Your story, with all its pain and all its triumphs, is a vital piece of that connection. When you share it, you do two things. You begin to heal yourself, and you give another man permission to do the same. You create a ripple of hope. You show someone else that they aren't on that island alone. You are part of a brotherhood, whether you feel it right now or not. Your experiences, your voice, your journey, they matter. They have the power to change lives, starting with your own. You are not an exception. You are a part of us. So there it is. 10 truths. But this isn't the end. This is the beginning. This is the call to action. The real work starts now. It starts with you looking in the mirror and deciding to choose a different path. A path of honesty, courage, and self-compassion. It continues when you check in on your boy, when you ask the real questions and are prepared to listen to the real answers. It grows stronger every time we have conversations like this one, chipping away at the stigma one story at a time. This is a movement, and every single one of us has a role to play in it. Don't let this just be another video you watched. Let it be a catalyst. Reach out. If you're struggling, reach out for help. If you're doing okay, reach out to someone who might not be. Keep this conversation going in your homes, in your locker rooms, in your workplaces. Support the men in your life who are brave enough to be vulnerable. Be that man yourself. We have the power to change the culture, to build a world where no man has to suffer in silence ever again. It's on us. Remember this, always. You're not alone. Your story matters. Let's heal together. Let's get back to work. If you found this helpful, please subscribe, like, and comment to support the channel.